Are you ready to work on the April cuties and those adorable little bunnies? Let's do it. Hey everyone, Cristin here, and it is time to get started on our April Cuties table toppers. So last night I prepped all my fabric, so this is just going to be a very quick prep video. We've been doing this every month. Some people have jumped in recently, and that's absolutely fine. I'm trying to make the videos in a way that you can jump in at any point and still have all the information for that month's project. So we are going to work on April. It is on the cover. Look at how cute with those little bunnies and the little bunny tails. I'm pretty excited about that. That is just so cute. So there's only a few things that we need to talk about for this. At the end of this, I will also include the under the video, and that is just showing how to purchase. Our sponsor for this project is My Girlfriend's Quilt Shop. So underneath the video and at the end of this video, it'll show you how to find underneath the video, because I know some people have difficulty with that. It's basically the description of the video, and it's got all the information, all the links, everything. So I'll include that. We made that back in probably December for the January cuties, so it is based on past information, but all the links under the video are updated. Everything is current. So you want to purchase from our sponsor, My Girlfriend's Quilt Shop, and there is a link underneath this video, our affiliate link for our group and our coupon code, and there's information on whether you purchase the fabric kit for that month or the entire bundle, the 6-month bundle. Either way, all that information is underneath the video. So there's just a few things to talk about for this one. So on page 12 and 13, there is a cutting guide and all the information, just like every month. And I always make my little notes, and so I'm just going to tell you those real quick. So on the prep video, or actually it was, on the unboxing video for April, I mentioned that my backing fabric is different than what is in the picture. In the picture, it shows a pink and white stripe fabric for the backing, and I actually received a solid pink, a silky solid for my backing. So that's one thing to point out. Some of the packets may be just a bit different, and that's not a problem at all. So that's one thing. The other is on the corner blocks. So on the corner blocks, just like every month so far, I recommend cutting them a 1/2 inch larger than the what the book says. So the book says on page 13, and it shows the little guide. So remember, I've told you before about the guide that shows you how to get the most out of your fabric, and this one had plenty on all of them. These corners were probably a little bit tight, but even that, you had enough room to cut bigger. So I cut mine to 3 by 3. In the book, in the directions in the book on page 13, it says to cut 4 of them at 2.5 by 2.5, and my recommendation is 3 by 3, and then same with the batting, so 3 by 3 on the batting. So I have created a batting list. I make the same list every month so that you have all the current information on the batting, so that you have what to cut for your batting, so you can put it in your packet so you're all prepared. This is the corner blocks packet. But again, on the corner blocks, cut at 3 by 3. The batting is the same size at 3 by 3. So that's my recommendation, one of them. The other, let's see, on the inner borders. So on the inner borders, it's the pink and white striped. So a couple things. One is that this is a directional fabric. So you will see on page 13 at the bottom, it shows you to lay the fabric out where all of the lines are horizontal, so that when you do your cuts, you've got the stripes going the right way. All right. And again, your quilt, your way. If you want them going the other way, that's fine. But if you want them the way in the book, then to get the horizontal stripes, you just lay out your fabric where the stripes are horizontal and make your cuts that way. And it shows that on the bottom of page 13. So the big thing here is I always recommend cutting the inner borders and the outer borders a little bit bigger than what it says in the book. So on the inner borders on page 13, it says to have inner border A, that's the shorter strip, at 1 3/4 by 10.5. And I recommend cutting it 1 3/4 by 12. So just a little bit longer. And then when we get to assembly, we cut it down. I think that that makes it a lot easier, just in case the stitching pulls it in a little bit or your 1/4 seam allowance is off, whatever. If you've ever had it where you start assembly and it's too short, then you'll do it this way every time. Just cut it a little bit longer. Give yourself a little bit of room. So again, on the inner border A, 1 3/4 by 10.5 is what it says in the book, and I recommend by 12. So 1.5 inches longer. And then on B, you can see that there's the shorter strips in the front and then the longer strips. There's A and B. The B is the longer. So 1 3/4 by 13 is what's in the book, and I cut mine to 15. So 2 that are 1 3/4 by 15. 2 strips at the shorter side, 12 inches long, and 2 strips at the longer side at 15 inches. All right, and then the other thing is that the binding, I made this mistake, so I'm going to tell you now so that you can do yours the right way. On the binding fabric, it is that pink and white stripe again for the binding. That'll be so pretty. I went ahead and stabilized my entire fabric before I took a look and realized that this is for the binding. So now I've got stabilizer on the back of my binding, which I've done it once before and it wasn't a problem. It makes it a tiny bit harder for that whole folding it, but so catch it now. So write little notes or put little sticky notes or whatever, but where it says binding, the third one down, write a little note not to stabilize that. So what you would do is you would just cut off your stabilizer part first and then stabilize the rest, because you do want your stabilizer on your inner borders, but not necessarily for your binding. And I have it on mine, and the world is not going to end. It's going to be okay. All right, so that was on the inner borders and the binding, and then the other one is for the outer borders. The outer borders are this yellow with the flowers on it, and on that one I recommend cutting them. In the book it says 2.5 by 18, and I did mine 2.5 by 20. 4 of them at 2.5 by 20, just a little bit larger. And like I said before, you would just trim it at assembly. So once you start putting it all together, then you trim the excess. That just makes it easier in my opinion. All right, that's for the outer borders. And like I said, I made a batting guide. I will include the batting guide in this video, and I will also include it in our Cristin Creates Facebook group so that you can download it. Let's see, was there anything else there? The Flexifoam was included. It came in my fabric kit from my girlfriend's quilt shop. So I cut those and I included them. They're in with the triangles block. I had one question before about the batting, and I mentioned it in last month's video. The batting, even though these are called triangle blocks, the batting is a rectangle. It is a rectangle, and when we lay it down for that batting placement and tack down line, that's when we will trim it, and you'll see it will become a triangle. Don't do it now. All right, anything else? We have the little what's it called, the twine. There's twine in this. We cut those 4 of them into 9 inches. That was the same as what it says in the book. And then I did pick out my thread colors. So there's a list underneath this video of all the thread colors I'm going to use. I matched them up with our fabric. And if you don't have that exact color, I used Glide for all of them because so many of us have Glide from all of our Kimberbell kits. If you don't have that exact color, choose one close to it. It's going to be absolutely fine. There's a lot of colors that you're like, oh, should it be this one or this one? Because they're so similar. So don't worry about that. All right, and then I will, as we start on this project, let me know when you have all of your fabrics prepped and you're ready to start, because we do need to get started on this so that we can have it for April. That's our goal. But I will go through all of the steps like I always do, and we will finish this. It generally takes about a week to do all of them. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 packets. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's, if I recall, I think there's 5 tutorials that I will be doing because I do the corner blocks with the outer borders, and then I do the binding with the backing. So so there will probably be about 5 tutorials, and kind of a comfortable pace because we also have to, I'm working on Red, White, and Bloom and our Oh So Delightful So Happy quilt at the same time. So it's not going to be super rushed, but the goal is to get it ready for April. So depending on which projects you're joining me for, I know a ton of people are joining for Oh So Delightful, but not so many for Red, White, and Bloom. And some have chosen to wait to do Oh So Delightful until they finish Red, White, and Bloom. And that's absolutely fine. It's your schedule. You get to determine what works for you. I'm trying to do them all, which is a lot. It's we don't normally take on more than 1 or 2 projects at a time, but the way that these came out and the way that we had pushed back Red, White, and Bloom because of the holiday projects, so we've kind of got them all right now. And so if you are joining me for all of them, it may feel like a lot, but keep in mind the tutorials stay up on YouTube and you can work at your own pace, and it takes me longer to do the tutorials than it will for you to stitch out that one part. And so be understanding and patient while I'm working on them, or don't get overwhelmed if there's too many projects. Either way, your project, your way. So anyway, let me know when you have all of your fabrics prepped and we'll go ahead and get started. And my shirt today is a really fun one. I like this one. It's got rain boots on it, and there's vinyl on the rain boots, so they look slick. Pretty fun. And then I added wording using Embrilliance Essentials. What does it say? I don't remember. Learn to dance in the rain. Learn to dance in the rain. So this is a fun design. I don't recall off the top of my head who it's from. Maybe Applique Corner, I don't recall, but I will add the information under the video like I always do. It's a pretty fun shirt. It's thin, but it's nice today. It's sunny, so I'm enjoying this fun shirt today. So did you create a goal for our April cuties? I think I'm going to go with exercise for this one because I have a different goal for Oh So Delightful. So this morning I did 3 workouts. I did 2 bike rides that, oh my gosh, my legs felt like jello. So painful. And then I did this ab workout, abdominals, with an awesome iFit trainer, but he's younger and more limber, and every time that he's like, okay, now we're going to do this, and by the time that I got into the right position, he was on to the next workout. So it was kind of comical. I did not get I was sweating and working hard, but I didn't get the intended workout because I wasn't fast enough. Plus I had to keep, since I don't know them all, I had to keep looking up at the television, and you're down in this position and like, okay, wait, what is my leg supposed to be doing? So it's kind of comical, but anyway, I did it though. I got my workout. So let me know what your goal is for this April Cuties and tell me how you're doing with it. Hey everyone, so I'm at my computer now, and I just want to show you a few things that will help in our journey with our projects. So I'm opening a browser tab, and I'm going to go to Cristin Creates. You can just go to YouTube and type in Cristin Creates, and it will bring you to our channel. And then there's these playlists and videos, everything. So I'm going to open up our last video for the Merry Christmas Y'all pillow that we just finished. And I want to show you underneath the video. So whenever I say there's this information under the video, what I'm telling you is right here. It looks a little different on my end because I'm the owner of this, but right here is the video and talking about showing you how to use Embrilliance. And then down below the video, it will say join the fun in our group project, see more information, show more. Click on that and then look at all this information that is under every single video. I always share so much information. So when you're sending me messages saying, hey, what shirt are you wearing? Where can I find that? Or hey, how do I buy Embrilliance? Or who's our sponsor? What's our coupon code? All the information is always underneath the video. So the beginning of it talks about the current project that we're on, and then after that I always talk about coming up next. So right here, next up. So since we were finishing up Merry Christmas, y'all, next up was the Kimberbell Cuties, which now we're going to start on. And see all these links here. So if you click on the link, this is the one for the CD, and it doesn't work. Sorry, I will fix that. They just updated their website. Let's see if there we go. All right, so I just have to fix the CD link. Sorry about that. But anyway, so here is the January Volume 2 Fabric Kit that you can purchase, and underneath the video it tells you, here's my dogs. Hello. Hi, babies. So underneath right here, our coupon code, this one is for the fabric bundle. So the bundle right here, this is the January through June kit that I was telling you about. That it's all the 6 months worth of kits that you get one each month delivered to you, and you have free shipping with this one. So that one, the coupon code is Cristin Cutie Kit, and that gets you 10% off of the fabric bundle. So Cristin Cutie Kit, you can see it right there. The one that was for just the 1 month for the January, it's right here. Or you can buy that month fabric kit, and that one, the code is KBCutie2. Since they changed their website, they can't have one code for all of our items anymore. They have to have one code for each item. So that's why it's different. There's one for the bundle kit, or there's one for the January fabric kit. And like I said, I will get the link fixed for the CD. So that's the information for our sponsor. Our sponsor is My Girlfriend's Quilt Shop, and they have, like I said, the 6-month bundle fabric kit or just the 1 month bundle. And that 1 month, the January, you do pay shipping on that. The big savings, like you get 10% off either of these, but you with each code that I just mentioned, but you'll get free shipping if you buy the bundle one. All right, so that's the information that's underneath the video. As you know, I use Embrilliance a lot. We just started using it this year. I think we started in like March. I'm not absolutely sure about that, but recently. And we're just jamming along with it and loving it. And so there is a link under here. I am an affiliate with Embrilliance Essentials, and so if you purchase it, if you're in the market for embroidery software, please use my link. It's under every single video right here. See right here, click to buy from Embrilliance. This is my affiliate link. And when you click on that link, it puts a little cookie on your computer saying that you're supporting Cristin Creates. And then you can see it right here. This is the one that we use all the time, Essentials. You can get it right there on the left sidebar, or you can go up to the store. Either one will take you to the Embrilliance Essentials. And you click Add to Cart, and you can purchase Embrilliance Essentials. And you've seen I do step by step on how to do everything with Embrilliance Essentials. And so if you're in the market for that, please click on my link. It's under every single video. And here's a link to our group, our fantastic group on Facebook. I love it. It's so wonderful, and the people are so amazing and helpful. And then there's always other supplies like the dry erase packets. So all these packets that I organize my fabrics in, there's a link to those right here. And these are affiliate links as well. I get a tiny little kickback from Amazon if you purchase from the links that I share. So these packets have been so helpful. I really like them. And there's also, see this bin to hold the dry erase packets. So my bin is like, oh my gosh, so old, like probably 20 years old. But I found one on Amazon that's the same size. And so that's what this bin, it's a clear bin so you can see your packets well. And it's the same size as mine. And then the glue sticks, invisible thread, because that's when we did our stitch in the ditch. Rotating cutting mat, I use that with my orange pop rollers right there. Very helpful. My favorite duckbill scissors and my favorite needles. So all the questions that I get asked all the time with all the messages, everything literally is underneath the video. So take a look there. When you're asking about shirts, see right here the Country Christmas on Pink hoodie, the shirt I'm wearing in this video, at the bottom. So at the very bottom of all of, so here's the video. And then underneath the video at the very bottom, I share information on all of my shirts because I get messages about them. So I always share that. And then how to support our channel if you decide to do that. So that's how to find all the information under the video. You literally just click see more, and see it says here, click here to see links below the video, and then all those links are under there. So that's how to buy from our sponsor. Let me tell you one other thing is the quilting. So we're going to use the quilting bundle for these cuties, and there's a link also. So here we are, we're at the next up, Kimberbell Cuties. You can also find this under the videos that we've already done for the cuties. There was an announcement video and an unboxing video, and all the information is under there as well. So here's where, see right here, it says to order quilting designs for the table toppers, please use the affiliate link from our sponsor. And this is the one for my girlfriend's quilt shop. And all it does is it takes you to Kimberbell, but it puts a little cookie on your computer saying, oh, she's supporting my girlfriend's quilt shop with this order. So you can see it takes us to Kimberbell just by clicking on that link. And then what I do is I usually just use the search bar. I find that the easiest, and you can type in whatever you're looking for. So I'm going to type in cutie and see if that works, and it does. So there, right there, the first thing that comes up is that bundle of quilting designs. That's what we will be using for our quilting on our month set here. So we're going to start with the January one. This one has all 6 months in it, and they're all geared exactly toward the triangles and the squares in the middle and the borders. It's everything that we're going to need for that. There's this one that can be a little bit confusing. It has all of those quilting designs, but it's the regular quilting designs. It's not the ones that are triangle. They're not the sized exactly that we need for our cuties. So this is a different one. Like if you see in here and you're like, oh my gosh, there is gnome quilting, I love that, then you can buy this one that has all the different sizes in the regular sizes, whereas this one is all those triangles. You can also buy each design separately, like that gnome. I have to get that gnome. It's so cute. All right, so that's how to buy with the affiliate link, where to find the quilting. You literally just type in the search bar cutie, and then it comes right up. I showed you how to buy the fabric kit and the CD. I'll get that CD link fixed. How to buy embrilliants, the packets for the organizing. Those are at the bottom of every video as well. And they just make it so easy to organize our projects. The coupon code, like I showed you, is underneath the videos. And the batting, I made a picture. Let me find, here's my cuties. So I made this for our batting, and I will add this in our group page, or you can do a screenshot right here. But this is all the batting cuts that we need for January right here, all of these. All right, that should help make it a little bit easier. It wasn't very easy to find, so this should be pretty helpful. Let's see, one other thing. So like I said down here, I recommend not cutting the inner and outer border fabric length until assembly. You can do whatever works for you, but I learned my lesson on one of my quilts. I cut them to the size that it said, and it turned out that they weren't long enough. And so now I always leave my inner and outer border fabrics long, and I just cut my batting to the exact right size. But then when I'm assembling my pillow, I trim off the excess. So that's my personal suggestion. And I went over the thread colors that I chose. And I will add information under the video for those. And I think that's everything. So anyway, here I just wanted to give you all this information of how to find information under the video, how to find the the bundle of the quilting that we will use, and how to find the items from our sponsor. So we're all good to get started. So let me know when you have all your fabrics backed and ready, or you can do them as you go. That's totally fine too. But I'm pretty excited to get started. When I finish this project, I am going to go to California and see my grandkids. So we're not going to diddle-dally too long, but we'll do it at a comfortable pace.